Well, welcome everyone. We are at Thursday, September 5th. I'm basically zooming in from central Alberta, Canada, the capital city of Alberta, the province called Edmonton. My name is Carol Roberts, and it's my pleasure tonight to co-host this event. We have an amazing couple that are going to be our guest speakers, but even more so amazing just by providing these weekly, every night of the week in the last, almost 7-8 days straight. We have Ricia Adair, brand new senior officer. I'm going to be walking across that stage at PXP, 24 years in this industry, which is amazing, and a marketing background, which really explains why she is such an amazing trainer. And of course, from Canada originally, but living the dream in Mexico. And I'm just going to turn it right over to you, Ricia, and let's have a beautiful meeting, everyone.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much for the call. I really appreciate you co-hosting. You are the best of the best. And considering we have a television news anchor in the house with us tonight, I'm sure he's scoring you at 5+ stars. Everybody, thank you and welcome for being on the call with us tonight. My name is Ricia Adair. I live in this beautiful house in beautiful Manzanillo, Mexico. My husband and I left Canada last October. We moved in October 17th. Super excited about being in our dream home, only to discover that it was unoccupied for the last 5-6 months, and there was a lot of stuff that needed some love. Do you know when you live in the tropics that the concrete gets a disease called salitre and it starts to corrode away? Well, I'm learning all about salitre and all about getting the concrete guys in and fixing every wall, every corner. And pool pumps break down and all sorts of things. And it was an ambitious 6 weeks because there was a parade of tradesmen coming through and me quickly learning with my already fluent Spanish, but all these trades words that I needed to learn. So let's put the bottom line here. We had bought house rich, cash poor, but we really wanted this home. There's a couple of villas, the one on the pool deck, the one just above it. And we really thought that these villas are going to supply us with some subsidiary income over the winter. Well, the $50,000 is our skinny little nest egg going into retirement got swallowed up so fast. And now Mike is miserable because he's a guy that kind of likes to have a little nest egg in his checking account. So by the time Joni and Chris, fellow Canadians from now living in Costa Rica, gave me a call in April and they said, Ricia, you need to know about these drops. Well, guess what? By then I had gotten fat. I'm not going to say chubby or overweight. I think that's just being mannerly to myself. But the truth is I got fat and I was packing an extra 30 pounds and I didn't like it. And I go up and down the stairs. Maybe I do 5 flights a day and I'm still packing it. So I listened to them and I thought, okay, I can do this. I need it. And how could I do it? Because Mike has a strict rule about no putting any money on a credit card unless you can pay it next month. And on my little bitty Canada pension, there wasn't a lot of room. So I bought 2 boxes. That's all I bought. One for me and one to sell. And Joni said, we've got this awesome system of growth. All you have to do is post on Facebook twice a day and then just wait and see what happens. Well, by the time I posted my first day, as a matter of fact, I did the 9 a.m. post and then I did the 3 p.m. post. Altogether, I had about 26 comments. But the guy came to the door to deliver my drops. So I took a picture like this and said something like, yay, I'm so excited. My drops just arrived. 59 comments. I sold 8 boxes and I hadn't even put 1 drop in my mouth yet. So I was now really excited to start the product and gain my own testimony. I'm going to share that with you tonight. I'm going to say, buckle up. We've got a great presentation ahead of us. We've got some amazing products. Are you ready? Partner Co is a company that's been here about 2 years. Our founders, John and Darren, saw a great opportunity during times of COVID, recognizing that health and wellness is easily a $1 trillion industry. They had about $27 million of chunk change hanging around. So they went shopping, but with a list of criteria. And on that list, it had to be products that were very, very specific. They had to be created by doctors, backed by science, with clean ingredients, with an international market, an international infrastructure. And that's how Partner Co came to form. I've learned a lot about hormones in the last 4 months, and I had no idea that these conditions existed because of hormonal imbalance. So as you're looking at the sheet here tonight, mood swings, low libido, headaches, night sweats, hot flashes, acne. Yeah, getting pimples at the age of 65, right? That's not right. That's what you do when you're an adolescent. Food cravings, weight gain, fatigue, insomnia. So who in the room can relate to at least 3 of the above? I'm seeing a lot of hands go up. Well, as we go through the presentation, I want you to think not only about yourself, but who in your circle that would probably have at least 3 of these symptoms as well. Collecting several brands of the world's best products, we have now products that are going to assist you in balancing your hormones, helping you with weight loss, increase your energy, you're strengthening your immune system, reducing inflammation, nutrition, collagen for younger, youthful skin, better sleep, gut health, gut, happy life. We have all kinds of athletic products. There's so much that we have, and I'm going to share just a few with you tonight. First, I want to brag a little about Dr. Ray Strand. He's our Chief Medical Officer. He's very well acclaimed worldwide. He's written several books. He's a best-selling author, and he oversees the 215 plus published clinical studies, also the 1,000 plus annual quality tests. I also want to brag a little about Dr. Pina. I've heard him speak several times. He's an expert in what he does and also known around the world. Dr. Crystal Vance, we'll hear from her again. She is our Wellness Council President. Kristen White, a triathlete on our Athletic Council, and Dr. Brett West, the world's foremost leader on the Tahitian noni product. What attracted me was the global presence that we have in 50 plus countries, as I live in Mexico, but I know a lot of people all over the world, including mostly Canada and the United States. So wherever you are, you can build this business, and it's completely transparent. There's no bureaucracy, there's no paperwork. If you have a friend in Italy that's interested in purchasing our drops, all you have to do is send them a link, click on the Italian flag, they click on it, they purchase their drops, the European distribution center sends it out to them, and you get paid commission in your back office. It's that simple, it's that easy. Many of us on the call have international businesses, and that is the true meaning of get paid while you sleep. This skincare line, Lucim, is probably very familiar to a lot of you, especially with the cylindrical tube in the center with the silver cap. That is the Sincerity mask. It's been around for a long time and gained a lot of popularity. Basically, you put the mask on your face and you peel it off, and you have youthful looking skin like that beautiful girl right there. Our Purity water system, I'm so excited because I just got mine in time for convention. There's a complete fact sheet written about how this particular product eliminates the toxins and contaminants from all kinds of nasty waters. So you can literally go to tap water, use your Purity water system and drink and save a lot of money, including a lot of bottles not going to the landfill. Noni collagen, one of my favorites. I love this product. I have it in my fridge, drink it every morning. And I've already noticed a difference in my skin, especially spending a lot of time in the sun where my skin got a lot of damage. So I'm feeling so good with this product and loving the effects on my skin. The Tahitian noni. Wow, what can I say about this one? There's a whole seminar behind this product. Noni is an extremely efficacious fruit. It's full of nutrition. And if you were starving on an island, find a noni tree and you will survive quite well. There are studies worldwide all about the noni, how it has helped every system in your body. Dr. Brett West, again, our leading foremost expert, explains many of these systems. The US government during the Second World War actually went into the Polynesian islands and sussed the plants and fruits available, and they determined the noni is the most efficacious for any sailors that were caught stranded until they were rescued. So the benefits of the noni are insurmountable. Wow, what can I say about Nutrify? The best vitamin line I've ever met. The probiotics are the best in the world. Do you know the difference with ours and any others? First of all, we fish off the coast of Peru with young fish only, not the older fish that are saturated with possible contaminants. This is loaded with prebiotics, probiotics, again, healthy gut, healthy life. The Vinali is very popular. It's our best-selling product in China. So when you lose weight, you want to gain back that skin elasticity. And many people have bragged that they no longer have any allergic symptoms. The Optimals are a great line of vitamins as well too. But first I want to take a moment to brag about the MOA. Wow, this is my favorite. Love it. Well, the drops are the Noni's my favorite. Well, heck, I love them all. When I first was introduced to this company by Chris Budd, I asked about the achy in my fingers and my toes, and he said, you need to talk to Reese about that. So recently got on a 3-way call, and he said, you have to have MOA. Loaded with 36 superfoods. I love the taste. I think it's quite delicious. And after a month and a half, there's no achy at all. In fact, I want to say that I've got a paper cut on my finger, and at the age of 65, this is the only thing in my life that's bothering me. You got to get MOA, put that in your shopping cart too. It's an amazing product. Wow, the Slenderies product, that's why everyone's on this call, I think, because the drops are a gateway into our company. First of all, let's talk about Pure Nourish. It is 18 grams of protein in every serving. It is a vegetable protein, not whey or soya, where a lot of people are allergic to those ingredients. Loaded with prebiotic, probiotic, all kinds of minerals, including chromium, beta-carotene, riboflavin, niacin, magnesium. It's a great product, and it's also considered a meal replacement. So anyone on the go can quickly grab their shake and off they go. And I'm really excited because I just got my Giving Greens yesterday, and I experienced it tonight as I sprinkled it over my salad, and I love it. It's a great blend of very rich greens, acai berry, things that are really, really good for you, because not always can you get them in season. And we're going to talk about our drops in a minute, but I want to hold you a little bit more in suspense. The Renew. We're going to hear about the Renew tonight by a lady called Melissa from Mississippi. But right now, I want to tell you my story. This is what I call the fountain of youth in a box. You put this sachet in a half glass of water, drink it about half an hour before you go to bed. You are going to enjoy the deepest REM sleep ever. It teaches the body to open pathways for human growth hormones. And as we age, we have less and less of the HGH. Well, this is teaching it to come back. I've seen photographs of bald men growing hair back, white-haired people getting black again. It said that it helps libido as well, too. So if anyone is looking for an extra boost in the romance in your marriage, this is the one for you. It also helps lower the cortisol production in your body. So when you marry these two products, the drops and the Renew together, you're going to accelerate your weight loss, and you're going to feel like $1,000,000. Because you know what? When you have a good deep sleep, you're younger, you're more energized, everything is so much better. Okay, I can't hold you in suspense any while longer. Let's talk about the Slenderies drops. They're clinically proven, doctor recommended. They've been on the market well over 12 years with 1,000,000 bottles sold. You are going to drop twice the weight as if you were just to diet alone. It's an all-natural, safe and effective stimulant and hormone-free. What do these drops do for you? In the beginning, we heard some testimonials as our guests were coming on board. They're going to help balance your hormones. Let's face it, after the age of 30, our hormones become a circus. Control your appetite. Many of us eat too much on our plate just because mom said so when we were 6. Eliminate sugar cravings, and that one is such a positive for me because I really was a sugaraholic 4 months ago. Now I don't want sugar, don't need it, don't want it. Many people have complained about previously having the achy here, and the drops have significantly helped. It betters your sleep, so you're going to feel more rested. Along with the Renew, you'll feel super, super well rested in deep REM. You will have increased energy, which makes you feel younger, better digestion, and everyone talks about how they get through stressful situations and they're calm and they just balance their way right through it. Gone are the days that when you walk through a room and you wonder, why am I in here? The brain fog list. And I'm hearing that from people in 2 and 3 days of using our product. It strengthens your immune system, reduces inflammation. So very quickly, you're going to notice a slim face because our chubby cheeks are carrying those extra toxins. Clinically proven to support your thyroid, help stabilize the blood sugar, and lose weight in your entire body. The name of the product is Slenderies Body Balancing Drops. Many have nicknamed it the Skinny Drops, and I call it my Magic Drops. So this is your liquid discipline taken before your 3 biggest meals. This food list comes from a diabetes specialist that she gives to her patients to get them well again. You will not go hungry with this list. It's loaded with animal proteins, plant-based proteins, healthy fats, and fruits. This is a lifestyle, not a fad, not a diet. Drink your water, exercise 15 to 30 minutes several times a week, and just watch what happens. The miracle happens. My good friend Jane from Victoria, look at the difference in my friend here, 23 pounds in 6 weeks. Wow, she's stunning, absolutely stunning. Alan Schultz, packing a basketball on the left. It looks like his younger brother on the right. Because guess what, guys? You have hormones too. Our dear Dr. Crystal, she's spent her childhood and her teenagehood, her entire life fighting with chubbiness, with overweight, went from one diet to the next and couldn't do a thing losing it, or she'd lose it and it comes back. Not until the drops is she able to find permanent weight loss. She's lost 162 pounds more than she actually weighs today. And she lost this years ago, 6 years ago, I believe, and she's still that healthy. Wow, she looks like she's 120 pounds or something. Can you imagine how you would feel with that kind of weight loss? Wow. Now, this is pretty brave for yours truly to be putting up her spandex pictures, but I wanted to emphasize how quickly the program can work. On the top, you see me April 23rd. That's the day that the courier came with my parcel. And on the bottom, you're going to see me 13 days later. I lost several inches. I want you to take special notice to the back picture where you see all the chubby love handles. 13 days later, love handles gone. This product works. I can't thank Chris and Joni enough for introducing this product to me. And I look at that picture on the left, the volcanoes over my head. When you come to Manzanillo, come see me. I'll take you to the land of volcanoes. How did that girl get that fat? My God, and you know what? I didn't think I was fat, but now you see the pictures and you go, holy heck, how did that happen? Well, I'll tell you how it happens. 5 pounds a year. That's all it is. 2 kilos a year. And it packs on. In 10 years, you're packing an extra 50. I had so much fun the other day because I went through my skinny suitcase that's been closed for 5 years and my size 8 fits again. And I had just a little parade. My maid was here taking pictures of all my different outfits. I was so excited. And you know, I'm feeling sexy again. Thank you to the drops. Terry, 35 pounds down. Ashley, 20 pounds down. Athletes love our products too, because let's face it, they have hormones too. Ashley Antley, no more night sweats, down 15 pounds. Her husband took the drops just to prove her it's a snake oil type thing and it's not going to work. Well, in that process, he realized he didn't want his Dr. Pepper and his Snickers bars anymore. He's lost a total of 65 pounds. And the two of them have climbed rank in a year and a half to be in the top 30s of the money earners all across North America. Now I'd like to introduce to you Melissa Jackson. She's from the beautiful state of Mississippi, good friend of mine. She's a lovely lady, and she's going to share with us her testimonial. Hello, Melissa.
Well, hello. Good evening. Thank you for having me, first of all. Hello, everyone from all over. So yes, I had several testimonies, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you the Slender Rise, aka Skinny Drops, Liquid Gold, my miracle in a bottle. But I've been struggling with weight for quite a long time. Just a little bit about myself. I live here in Gulfport, and I'm a retired correction officer. And being a retired correctional, well, before becoming a retired correction officer, you know, I had a stressful job, which caused me to have many aches and pains, stress, mentally, physically. And I gained weight throughout the years. And of course, like everyone, we always, you know, have weight loss products or programs that we get on and roller coaster ride. You know, we lose the weight, we gain the weight, we gain more than what we lost from the beginning. So I thought I had found everything under the sun. I thought I had done everything under the sun. And until I found these Slender Rise drops, like I said, AKA Skinny Drops. And the thing I like about these drops is that you eat real food. You don't have to exercise on this program. It's not a diet. Like she said, it's not a fad. It's a way of life. And I began, you know, doing this program along with my accountability partner, which is my husband. And if, you know, I tell anybody once you start this program, have an accountability partner, whether it's your significant other, whether it's some friends, family, whoever, to cheer you on. But long story short, my husband and I have been doing it together. As for me, besides the weight loss and besides the inches, I have no more night sweats. Of course, we don't treat, cure, or diagnose anything, but we all know when you put the right nutrition in your body, it performs the way it was intended. So no more night sweats, ladies. I do not, and I repeat, do not take any more cholesterol medication thanks to these drops, because my hormones are balancing, baby. I got more energy to keep up with my 6-year-old grandson that's 20 actually. And my husband and I together as accountability partners. We're not where we want to be, but thank God we're not where we used to be. Together we have released 190 pounds together. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. 190 pounds. That's like half a truck.
Yes.
Wow, wow. And you also have a great story with your Renew as well, too, right?
Oh yeah, I sure do.
Can you please share that with us, please?
Yes, well, I thought the drops was my #1 product. You know, we got so many products, so I have an arsenal of products, but Renew is my favorite one, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna tell you why. You know, we all are of mature age. I'm 53 years young, and you know, we tend to have things that help us along the way, whether it be mentally, physically, emotionally. And we're not where we used to be when we were teenagers in the sex department, if you may. And so my husband has a story that he put out 2 years ago, talking about erectile dysfunction, which some men do not want to talk about. But my husband wanted to help not only himself, but help other men talk about, have a conversation. And so he said in his video that, you know, being that he was dealing with erectile dysfunction because of medication that was given through him to him through the VA system, it had side effects in the bedroom. But when we found this Renew, baby, the flame in the bedroom went from a flame to a wildfire to a volcano, baby. So I tell anybody, besides, of course, Renew has many, 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 many benefits. Of course, I was sleeping like a baby, energy through the roof. It helped me to lose more inches and pounds. But the best of all, the bedroom, baby, the bedroom.
I can hardly wait till my husband gets home. Yabba dabba doo. Melissa, thank
Don't
you
be
so
blushing,
very
John.
Oh, what a pleasure to have you on board. Thank you, Melissa. Now
You're
we're going to
welcome.
go to Montreal, Quebec, and bring on board my good friend John Fyfe.
Yes, and Melissa, which John did you mean? Because there's two Johns here blushing. Oh, the two of us.
John Oak. Oh, you were blushing too?
Thanks for your wonderful testimonial. And I guess, now officially in for 1 month with partner.co. And thanks to Ricia, of course. And I came in and um, let's see. I was out of town, so I took a week to get my drops, and I didn't rush in to get them. So somewhere I wasn't delaying, and yet I was. I was trying to mentally get prepared for maybe this new journey in my life. And you know, like you said, it's not a diet, it's not a fad, it's a way of life. And I guess somewhere I knew that was going to happen, and I'm glad it has. In the first week, you know, when I got the drops, and I've been, you know, I haven't, I've been in different, I used to do a lot of physical exercise, and I would get onto a keto type of diet. So I would sometimes often shed the weight that I had carried, but in the last few years, it hadn't happened that way. And we're getting a little, the numbers are going up. And so this is important to me, you know, because it's body, mind, soul type of thing. You know, it's not just your body. Of course, that helps a lot. And but it makes you feel better, and you have more vibrancy to when your weight is down to what you would like it to be. And so the first week, 7 pounds came off, but the energy I felt was also pretty, I mean, powerful. I felt something shifting inside of me, and I wouldn't even have to weigh myself at this point now, although I do once a week, because I just, it's not a race. And I've seen with so many people that, success stories. And basically, when I started, I wasn't too sure if I was going to, advertise too much with people. I wanted maybe then to see results first and all that. But 7 pounds in a week, I just put it out there and on Facebook through a couple of friends helping me with that, and because I was resisting, and then the avalanche started. 20 people bought within 10 days. I want the drops. Heard your story. And, now some people have had them for a week because of delivery and all that. And, I was just looking at, just before came on, I got this message and it says, "Hi, John. Let me see. I would like to have another box. I want to make sure I have a supply for next month. I want to make sure my results stay consistent. Uh, so far, I'm loving it. I feel great. I'm down 6 pounds after a week in a few days. I am so happy." So she's ordering a month ahead of time, and I just had two other messages like that yesterday, making sure that they could get another box. And I've told them we can arrange something like, an order of a 3-pack and so forth. And um, so I'm seeing also results with people already that, I've connected with. So it's like a chain reaction going on, and, and there's more to come. So
Thank you,
what,
John.
yeah,
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. And you climbed up the ranks here. You're getting to the top, and excellent testimonial. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
very welcome.
And
Thank you.
yeah, it's just a matter of posting with our system of growth and sharing it to the world. And what I believe what John has just brought forth in his message is that we're helping people, we're changing people's lives. And by reaching out to them and letting them know about this, Melissa's off her meds. Her and her husband lost half a truck. This is this is all about being able to reach out and help people. Melissa, I'm going to bring you back and just ask you real quickly, with the system of growth posting on Facebook, have you been doing that, and how's it working out for you?
Let me tell you, I
Thank you,
love the
John.
system of growth because, you know, it took me a while to, we all hard-headed sometimes. And if I could say many times, and we want to do things our own way until this system of growth, something simple. Brent Palmer likes to say a 9-year-old can do it. So once we develop this system of growth, and it's just so easy to do that, I can truly say last year, I think about around this time, well, getting close to PXP 23, I advanced twice with the help of my team, and some of my teammates advanced because of the system of growth, because we're posting 9 and 3, because we're not trying to do it on our own, and we're following the system. And because of that, I have more people that I'm touching their lives, helping them to create income, getting healthy. People can follow the system easy. You're not doing it on your own. So that's my testimony.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And thank you for all the work you do for the team. So appreciate it.
Thank
you,
you.
Melissa. Wow, a couple of awesome testimonials. You never know who's going to come into your world and how many lives you can change. So I know many of you are wondering, okay, I'm convinced, how do I get the drops? Well, in Canada, you can purchase it regular prices, $232.50 plus shipping. The brand partner that invited you may be a good guy just to honor your presence tonight and give you a 15% discount, bringing it down to $197. In the United States, it's $176 regular retail, or again, to your friend that you invited you tonight may give you a discount and bring it down to $150. But there's a better way, because my favorite saying of all times is, John, why would you want to pay retail when you can buy wholesale? And well, this is how easy it is. You can own your virtual business or become a brand partner, as we say, for $29.95 one time in the United States, $37.95 in Canada. And with that, you can be a wholesale customer, or you can also, well, let's face it, when something good is working, as human beings, it's a natural thing that we want to share it, especially when your friends look at you and say, holy heck, there's a twinkle in your eye. You've lost so much weight. What's happening? You're going to share it. I promise you. So you get all the tips and tricks that you need to get a business going, incredible amount of training. We have what we call income producing activity training calls hosted by John, our guest speaker tonight. They're amazing golden nugget calls. You get your replicated website. I'm looking at building a website now for my resort, and it's thousands of dollars, guys. So this is really an amazing value for you. Let's turn your drops into profits, because you've heard from John, you've heard from Melissa how they are just posting on Facebook and they're making it work, and they're turning postings into dollars. So we get paid several different ways. The retail profits is 30%. So that would be your discounted price when you are a brand partner. You're automatically going to get 30% off wholesale, or rather off retail. In the United States, you can buy a 4-pack for $371. Use one, sell the other free. So other 3, so you end up getting yours for free. You also have the option to buy a 10-pack, which I think is the better value for you. It's $879.95. Unit cost is only $88. In Canada, we like to buy our drops in 3-packs. It's available at $378 landed. You can sell 2 boxes at suggested retail for $232.50. You're ending up with a profit of $87, plus you get your box free. If you choose to sell 2 boxes at $197, well, of course, you're going to get the money back on that, and you're going to gain $16 profit plus your product free. So it's a total win. Many people on this call, and I know Melissa, I know John, they have sold over 30 boxes in their first 30 days. You're looking at profits from $1,860 to $2,100. What difference would that make in your mailbox? I'm going to say this. I've never seen this in my 24 years of being in this industry. I've never seen a product that flies off the shelf so fast. After COVID, people got very, very unhealthy, a lot of weight gain, lack of exercise, complacency, lethargy, all those things, and they want their lives back. This is what they want. Just go to my own Facebook page and you'll see the postings every day. How many people are asking to get the drops? I've never seen it in my life, how many people want to join me in the team because they say, you know what, it's so good, I want to represent it, I want to be a brand ambassador too. We're going to teach you with our system of growth system how to turn your social media into profit. We have a program called Boards. It's basically a filing system in the cloud, and it has for you all the social media postings, the text that goes along with those postings. Thanks to David Doherty, who created this system. We're so eternally grateful. Dr. Crystal put it into the board system. There's a lot of people that came together to create this amazing system of growth. When people ask questions, we've got this text strips, how to answer them. Everything is here for you. It can't get any simpler. You just copy and paste right into your Facebook. In the United States, when you buy a 10-pack, you can earn $500 profit on that one box. Now let's talk about putting 2 hats on. So far, I've talked about putting your salesman's hat on, and everyone says, I'm not a salesman, right? That's true, you're not. But you can certainly answer questions when people respond to your Facebook postings, and we walk you through that and teach you easily how to do it. I want you to consider about leveraging J. Paul Getty. I'd rather have 1% of 100 people than 100% of myself. Let's imagine that you want to go on an African safari with me, because that's my next big trip. And you want to leverage, and when you come back from that 4-week vacation, you want to see that there's a whole bunch of money in your mailbox. Well, Business for Home magazine has actually gone through several thousand compensation plans in the industry, and hands down, we are the most generous, the best compensation plan out there. So how do you get started? Well, first activate your position with your membership, $29.95 or $37.95. Activate it with 200 points and you're eligible to receive commissions. Oh, wait, September promotion is activate only for 100 points. In this industry, every product has a point value. For instance, a 3-pack of drops in Canada is 150 points. Your box of Renew is 70 points. So you can collect all your favorite products together, put them in the shopping cart, and you'll be able to get your points activated at least with 100 points. I'm still going to recommend to you my favorite blend of all times. The Renew, we've heard from Melissa, right? I'm really excited about Mike getting home. The Renew in the 3-pack in Canada or the Renew in the 4-pack in the United States. This is an amazing product, and together they just work in tandem so well. So you would have 220 points should you purchase in Canada. It rings in at about $508, which is a very inexpensive way to start a brand new business, including your website. In the United States, you get a 4-pack and it rings in at $476. So you would be well over the allotted 100 points, but you're ending up with extra product that you can sell and make profit. Now you're going to want to keep qualifying for commissions and the wholesale purchase. So we're going to invite you to choose any of your favorite products and put it into the shopping cart for 4 weeks from now, at least 100 points, and that's going to keep you qualified for commissions and wholesale purchasing. Now, when I look at this chart, I think, wow, which are my favorites? Well, I guess they all are. When you go to work, how many ways are you paid? Well, first of all, you're trading time for money, so it's probably only one. You get your paycheck, but that's after the government takes his 40%. Yes, American cousins, that's what we do. That's what we like to pay up here for taxes. And then you get home and you pay your mortgage, you pay the bank, you pay the hydro company, you pay the gas company, and you pay your insurance company, and you're last in line to get paid. Well, let's talk about how PartnerCo could certainly spoil you and give you serious beach money, serious walkaway income. Retail profits, we talked about that already. Let's talk about sharing this business with others. People are going to come on board and they say, I want to buy wholesale, or I want to build a business as well. So let's say Mary, for instance, comes on board. She buys a 4-pack. If you're activated at the 100 or the 200 point level, you will earn 15% on the point value of that product. But rather, we want to see you at the ultimate level because that is the highest paid income on the pay plan. One of my mentors in another company always said to me, Ricia, never leave money on the table. If the company wants to pay you more money, you got to take it, or shame on you. So let's share with you in the month of September our Power Up promotion. For only 900 points, you can automatically go past go and get to ultimate. It usually is 1,500 points. So again, at 900 points, you can arrive at ultimate. We want to make sure that you get there in the month of September. And then you're settled at 30% any new business that you bring on board. And again, remember, this is separate from your retail profits. Base commissions is that income that's going to come in while we're in Africa together. You've introduced this product and opportunity to Tom, Dick, and Harry. Well, Tom starts building a team because that's what we all do. We start posting and it attracts attention. In Tom's week, the pay line, or rather, your line 1, 1,500 points came in that week from people buying product. Dick's line, 1,000 points of product came in that week. Combined, that's 2,500 points. Harry's line, he's a runaway train. He's all the way going to New York. It's 2,000 points. You won't get paid on that line, but it indicates you will get paid on your first 2. $375 in base commissions. Wow. That would make a serious difference in the grocery bill in any household. And what I love about that, when your commission comes over $250 in any given Friday, they're going to put 15% aside to you in a savings bonus. That's kind of like our little retirement plan. When that bonus reaches $10,000, the company's going to call you, celebrate you, bells and whistles go off, and the following Friday you get your check. On one of our morning training calls recently, there was 2 ladies that received their $10,000 check, and they've been in the business for under 6 months. We have lifestyle credits that you can cash in for beautiful trips. Trip to Tahiti, that's an annual trip. Our North America trip changes up every year. Recently, they all went to the Bahamas and celebrated. We have everything for you. And if you've never been on a trip with a network marketing company, especially PartnerCo, be ready to be spoiled like a king and queen. And now for a special guest speaker. I want to open it up for John and Christy. I hope Christy's with us tonight. If not, we have John. I want to tell you a little about John. He's been in the business for over 10 years. He's now number 13 in all of the United States and North America and 25th worldwide in 50 plus countries. He spent 32 years as a TV news anchor, so I'm sure he's very proud of our resident Carol Roberts tonight. And his wife is a home health care worker. They are parents of 6. Give it up for John Oakey.
Thanks, Ricia. Appreciate it. Yeah, Christy's over here helping some teammates right now. So she's listening, but she's over here trying to help some teammates with some stuff going on. So she's doing that. And yeah, we're super excited to be doing this. She owns a home healthcare company. So she's the boss. She has employees. So she's got a lot of headaches being the boss with that right now. She's trying to, she'd rather be doing more of this, but right now she's got a new employee. She's trying to get trained so she can do more of this and not have to worry about her offices over there. So, but it's exciting to be able to do this. And we've been doing this
John,
together for
you've had some amazing success. Share with us how you got started, and 10 years later, you've just climbed up the ranks like crazy. Let's hear about that.
So, part-time, obviously we actually found this. We were on a vacation, and we ran into some people who were there on an incentive trip because of the weight loss drops, because the drops have been around for 12 years. We've been in for 10 and a half years. And so they were on an incentive cruise because of the skinny drops. And we met some people on there, found out about you losing weight. We were fat. We needed to lose some weight. And so we got excited about the products. We came back, started talking to people about these great products we're going to be doing. And next thing you know, before we had even tried the products, a week later, we made over $1,000 just by our excitement and sharing and talking to people. And back then, we didn't have the system of growth. I mean, we actually had to go talk to people and share, and we sold packs. It was a little bit harder back then, But it was exciting. Once I saw you could actually make money with this, because I was just in it for the products, I'm like, I'm in, I'm sold. So we did that for about 8 years. We were part-time, both still doing our careers and everything. And almost 2 years ago, I left my TV job to focus just on this. And, really, it really wasn't until last year, it was probably July, June, maybe even June, Todd Rowland's like, hey, you need to get on this call we're doing in the morning. And it's an IPA call. And so I got on once or twice. There's like maybe 20 people, 30 people. I was like, And we went to Switzerland in July, and we sold, 6, 7 boxes, just sitting out Smart Links while we were enjoying our 2-week plus vacation. And we got back, and you hear more about the IPA, and then they heard about this SOG, the system of growth. And we heard a little bit about how these women we went to Florida in the spring, and these women were just selling all these boxes. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, these women are younger, they're good looking. Of course, they're selling these boxes. Look at me. How am I gonna sell all these boxes, So we were kind of like, nah. So we said, let's try it out. Let's check out this 9 and 3 system. So in August of last year, we said, let's try it. Let's do it. And it's been just skyrocketing ever since. It's just been unbelievable. The system works. It's proven to work. If you're reluctant or just kind of doing it, you got to get on board. You got to do it. I've never seen a system like this again. We had the system 10 years ago. I told people all the time, I'd be a millionaire 10 times over. I'd be like living with, like Ricia, somewhere tropical all the time. I wouldn't be living in Omaha, Nebraska, right? So it's been outstanding, just the way the system has worked. And if you haven't picked up on it yet, because I know we've got people who are new or been with it just a little bit, there's so much. With Partner Co, we are better together. There's so much cross-line help and work and togetherness, which we've always really had in our company, but it's really tenfold right now. I mean, like I've known Melissa and Andrew for several years now. I can reach out to them whenever I need to if I need something, and they do the same to us. We just do that all the time. And you see that on the IPA call with all the cross lines, and Brent and Todd are not financially connected at all, but they're always working together, and we send people and help each other out. So the partnership is just outstanding. The help is outstanding. We're really in a great situation. And Darren and John are great owners, great men, great fathers. We're pretty lucky to have them leading us.
Wow. John, over the years, how many people on a health level have come back to you and hugged you and thanked you for introducing this product to them?
And that's the best part about people. Like when I was leaving TV, right? I had a great career. I was morning anchor. We were number 1. I was making really good money. And when I told my dad I was leaving, he's like, "Why would you leave? You're doing so well." I said, "Well, because I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm getting like 4.5 hours of sleep, and I have 4 kids that are, demanding still at home, and it's just we have a lot going on, and plus I really love helping people. I mean, it's so great when you get those texts like, "Oh my gosh, I'm sleeping better. I don't have the night sweats. I've lost weight. I'm losing inches." Or like Ricia, you said, I put on some clothes I haven't worn in a while. That's rewarding. Or helping the single mom, right, make a couple $100 extra bucks a month to pay for her kids' sports teams or to plan to go on a vacation they haven't been on in for years. That's what's rewarding for me and for Christy doing this, is just the helping that you're giving to so many people out there.
Yeah, yeah. You've seen a lot of lives change, and financially as well too. You talked about single moms that, are no longer struggling. Can we talk a little about that? How many lives financially have you've seen change over the last 10 years? I know
Oh
it's
my
hard, but
gosh.
because there's so
Yeah.
many, right?
Yeah, I mean, because like so 10 years doing this, right? And so, oh man, there's been countless. The thing I like too, though, it's great about, I guess, being in this coming for a while is, people come and go, right? And so it's funny watching people who kind of joined the journey several years ago, and they kind of fall off a little bit, and then they're seeing everything that's going on, and they're kind of, they're watching, they're just kind of watching, see what's going on. And all of a sudden, like, okay, I need back in. Or hey, or they've just been watching. Okay, give me information on these drops. What is this? What are you guys doing? I see you were in the Bahamas. Okay, what's going on? Why? Is that something I could do? And we're like, absolutely, you can do that. Let's talk about business. Let's, wherever you are. It's just throwing that stuff out there and showing that stuff is just outstanding. And when we go to PXP here in 2 weeks, it's gonna be the same thing. When you're there, you're taking pictures. If you haven't been to the resort, it's beautiful. It's pool's huge, it's gorgeous, and you're going to take pictures out there, and people are going to go, your friends in Edmonton, Canada, like, what are you doing? What's going on? How do I get it? Can I do this next year? And you can, right? So sharing all that kind of stuff, people like that stuff. They're looking in your life. They're like, they want to see what you're doing, and they want to do what you're doing. So it just opens up so many doors.
Wow. And what about travel? You've got a big family. You guys taking
We
some
love
exciting
travel.
trips as a result of thanks to your paychecks from Partner Co?
Yeah, traveling's our big thing. So we are more about memories than stuff, And so, for spring break we went to Maui. Love the Hawaiian Islands and stuff, and we spoiled the kids and surprised them with first class and lay down seats. Which, by the way, if you're going to travel for more than 4 or 5 hours, you have to lay down seats. That's a pro tip right there. Pay the extra money; it's so much worth it. But yeah, just to be able to do stuff like that, and we got a big trip coming up around Christmas time and New Year's, so we just love doing that. We want memories. I mean, I can't even tell you what the kids got for like their birthday last year, but I know we surprised them on a cruise 2 years ago. We surprised them with Maui for summer, spring break, and so in those memories, go with my son. If you've ever been to Maui, you do the road to Hana. And we've done it before because we've been to Maui a couple of times. But I took my youngest son with me. He's 13, and we get there. It's raining, but we go hike up to this waterfall, and we're just getting drenched, But he jumps into the thing and he goes to the waterfall, and waterfall's falling on him and stuff. And we're just drenched as we go back. And they have like a little hut there. You get some banana bread and a smoothie, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, wow. Well, I know you're a hard worker, but let's talk about the extra time that you have to spend with your family. I'm sure you're home a lot more and a lot more family time and one-on-one time with
If
your
you're on
kids.
the IPA call, this is where I sit, and I'm still sitting here at 9:51 Central Time. So it's great. So the thing about this flexibility is, when I was working the job before, right, getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd get home probably around 11 or 12. And then, so I'd be able to do a little bit in the afternoon if I didn't take maybe a 30-minute nap. And then kids get home at 3:30, and then we're running because they're all involved in everything. So we're, at the time when we're doing this part-time, I'm finding just nuggets of time to do this. And Christy, I mean, her job's demanding. She's got 30, 40 employees. And if you ever owned a business, employees are hard. They just don't have the passion, right? Because it's just a job for them, right? This is her livelihood. This is her baby. She formed it from nothing into something big, and so it means more to her. It's just that the people are just here to get a paycheck. So employees can be a nightmare, and so she's dealing with all that. We're trying to deal with the kids and stuff going on, and like did mornings TV news for 21 years in the morning. And so she's a single mom in the morning, right? So she's trying to get 4 kids to school and dealing with employees calling and not showing up for work and just craziness. But for this business, we would just find those little nooks and crannies. I'd be at a practice, right? Drop off the kid at practice. I'm sitting in the car, because thank goodness for phones. We can do our business from here, right? And so you just find those nooks and crannies in your life to be able to do stuff. I tell people all the time, if there's, especially busy with kids, you've got to find, if you can just put out an hour a day, right? It could be 15 minutes, 4 times. Just find those little nuggets of time where you can do it. And everyone can do that. Everyone, you think you're busy, you can find those little nuggets of time to be able to hash this out. Again, if you're sitting in a parking lot, if you're dropped off a kid at a sporting event or something, you can sit there for 15 minutes and knock out some things. There's one of the leaders in our business when he was first starting out. Gosh, he's probably been in the industry 25 years. At lunch break, when he was working his traditional job, all the guys would go out for lunch somewhere, right? He would get his little sack lunch, go sit in his car, and he would just make phone calls. Because back then you had to make phone calls, right? You had to talk to people. Oof, scary. And so he'd sit there for an hour and just make phone calls. Then when he got off work at 9, 10 o'clock at night, he'd follow up. And so you do that if it's important to you. And maybe it's not that important to you, but if it's important to you, you're going to find time and make the time. And that's what we did. That's where we got to the point where, okay, I think it's time, for maybe I can step away from my TV and just focus on this full time. And we're trying to get Christy there right now too. We're just going to find that employee, this new employee we have. Here's the problem. Let me tell you real fast. Christy gets some really good employees to help run things, right? And then she is the best. So I'm not a salesperson. I share. She is a natural salesperson. She talks to everybody, anywhere. And so she starts talking to her employees, especially in the office. We only have like 1 or 2 people in there, about our products and how great they are. And then they want to join. And then they want to focus and just do this business and not the job. And so this news person who signed up, I'm like, okay, I told her, I said, Amy, I know you're into this. You're really excited about the products, but I really need you to focus on your main job. And then later, when off your job, you can focus on PartnerCo. Because I need you really focus on your job so I can have my wife back so we can both focus on this. So, but we'll see what happens.
John, can you talk to us a little bit more about the owners of the company, Darren and John?
Yeah, they're outstanding. So backstory. So we've been with the company for 10 plus years. There's been a couple name changes. We brought in Melissa and those guys with Limu, and we brought in Miranda with Tishanoni. So we had these companies that all came together. And a couple years ago, there's just a mess. There's some bad decisions were made for some previous owners, and John Wadsworth was still part of it. He was the top distributor for Noni, and so his best friend is Darren Zobrist, and they live in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And he told him about this company. He says, "Hey, we need some investors. We want to salvage this company. This company's got some great products, got some great people, but we need someone with some financial backing. I want you to go to Barcelona with me just to kind of understand what's going on, because there's an event going on in Europe." So they go on there. Darren just stands in the back, watches everything. And again, remember, Darren is just going to be the financial backer of this. That was his plan. I mean, he's enjoying his retirement life in Puerto Rico. He goes for walks on the beach with his wife every single day. He's living a great life, right? So he gets there. He hears all these stories of these people whose lives were changing from the products and from finances and from single moms, right? Just making a difference. And he's like, I want in. I want to run this company. I want to be the CEO. And so that switched when he saw the transformations and the stories. And so I didn't know him until 2 years ago, whenever it was, we went to Florida, and I got to go to dinner with him and Todd Rowland and just really hear his story and talk to him. And I was like, man, he's like the real deal. I mean, this guy's genuine. And he's never been in this industry. I mean, he's traditional business, but he's had success everywhere he's gone. And you got John Wadsworth, who's been in network marketing for over half his life, since he's like 20 years old. And so he has that background. So these two together and just listening to them, I said, I think they're going to have some great success with this, And I had this conversation with Darren too. I said, hey, you cannot mess with the products. Once you start messing with the products or try to cheapen the products, because that's coming into it, that was our thing. We had high quality products, And if we start cheapening and do something, you're going to lose a lot of people. He said, no, our product, and that's why last year at PXP, they put it into the Bill of Rights about the product quality. And so I just knew these guys were the real deal, and they've proven it. They're just, they're outstanding men.
Did they not also put the compensation plan into the Bill of Rights to protect the
That's always been in
financial
there.
futures of the reps as well?
Yeah, Bill of Rights has been there since the original company RX 10 years ago.
Okay. Wow. Thank you, John. What an amazing story, amazing testimonial. We're going to wrap things up. I want to say thank you. I didn't know you were in Nebraska, but now I do.
It gets cold here too. It's almost like Canada.
Thank you so much, John. We're going to complete our presentation tonight, and everyone I know really enjoyed hearing your story. Thank you again for
Thanks,
being
Ricia.
our special guest. Wow, what a great story. So here we are, we're back full circle. As you heard tonight's presentation, we heard some great testimonies from John Fyfe and Melissa and John Oakey. I'm sure you're thinking about all kinds of people that you can not only help on a health level, but also financially as well. We're here to help you. Our trainings are super simple because our whole system is super simple. So we do invite you to come on board. You're not by yourself. You are with a whole team that want to support you and scratch your back all the way up. I want to say thank you very, very much to everybody for being on tonight's call. Especially want to say thank you to my beautiful co-host, Ms. Carol Roberts, who should be in television, but I'm so glad she's not because she's here with us tonight. And I just want to say thank you very, very much to everybody and have a great evening. This call will be recorded and it will be posted in the Telegram room as well. So thank you, John and Melissa. Thank you so much.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Thanks, everyone. See you next
Thank
time.
you,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Awesome job.
Thank you,
John.
all of you.
Bye-bye. Thank
Carol.
you.
Thank
Have
you,
a good evening.
everybody. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Ricia.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bella, if you'd like to stay in the room, I'll be able to answer your questions.